And today we're going to be talking about why pull-ups build a different physique. 99% of gym splits, gym routines aren't designed to give you an aesthetic body.
For my entire 6-year calisthenics journey, I've prioritized one single exercise to grow my back, and that exercise is pull-ups.
Alright, as you just saw, there's a lot of these videos by these calisthenics athletes where they preach the pull-up and they say how pull-ups is like the best exercise of all time and it's going to be the only exercise you need to blow up your back, blah blah blah. Is it really true? Yes and no, and let me tell you why. So look, pull-ups are great. I do them, and a lot of bodybuilders do them, and it is a good reason as to why they have big and strong backs. But my biggest issue with this is not the pull-up, but it's the pull-ups are all you need for your back, because that is not true for the most part. I don't care if they're doing weighted pull-ups or variations. The YouTubers you saw, Joshua Ray and Bars Only, do talk about adding variations, which I agree with. But even if you do variations with pull-ups, it's still not worth it, and I'll get into why. But you have to understand that the pull-up is a vertical pull. And if you want to get a big and strong back, you want to have a horizontal pull. It's like your bent over rows, your free weight rows, your chest supported rows, your vertical pulls, which is your pull-ups and lat pull downs, and your hinges, which is just your deadlifts and your back extensions. They have the vertical pull dialed in, but what about the horizontal pulls? What about the hinges? Hitting your back in those different angles. And so over time, if you only do pull-ups for your back, you're gonna run into overuse issues and joint issues.
You don't want to be dogmatic about pull-ups the same way some powerlifters are dogmatic about the big three. I fell into this trap a couple years ago. I exclusively did the standard pull-up because I thought it was superior. After a while, I started to plateau, and I even got some overuse in my elbow from doing the exact same motion all the time.
When you take a look at your back, you will notice that the back consists of many other muscles than just your lats. Besides the lats, the most important muscles of your back are the middle and lower traps, the rear delts, the rhomboids, and the erector spinae. All these muscles play an important role for posture as well as for shoulder and back health. So by neglecting them, you are nearly begging for imbalances, pain, and injuries. So what can you do about it?
Ooh, I know. Not just only doing pull-ups, adding in rows and deadlifts. The reason those two YouTubers I talked about, and most calisthenics athletes, preach the pull-up is because it can help you achieve the V-taper physique. And yeah, that's true. They go as far to say is that that's the only exercise you need for a V-taper, which is just not true, because in order to have a V-taper, there's a lot of things. First of all, you need the lats, which the pull-ups do achieve and creates that V shape. But you also need broad shoulders, which you can't get with pull-ups. You have to do overhead presses, and you have to isolate your side delts so you can make the shoulders wide, so it makes a V-taper look like a V-taper. And you also want a thin waist, because that makes your shoulders and lats look bigger than what they actually are, which creates that V-taper illusion. Even if your goal is aesthetics, pull-ups are still not the best way to go about it, especially if you're just only doing pull-ups. And in terms of back aesthetics, I think a lot of you guys want like a proportional back. Some of you might want like a more wide back or a more thick back, but if you want like an all-round back, pull-ups are not the answer, because pull-ups can actually make your back too wide, and then you won't have that back thickness. And even if you don't care, you still don't want to run into those overuse issues. Me personally, I'm a thickness guy, so I want like a thick back. I don't really care about having a wide back. But even then, I still want to keep it proportional, and I will still do pull-ups regardless. So this isn't me saying pull-ups suck or pull-ups are dog water, because they are not. That's just far from the truth. Pull-ups are a great exercise. It's one of the best exercises you can do to get a strong upper body, but people overemphasize it too much. They give it a little bit too much hype. I'm trying to bring that hype a little bit down. There are other exercises that matter too. And some of you calisthenics nerds might bring up this type of pull-up.
Charles Poliquin called the sternum pull-up the undisputed king of compound exercises for the upper back. Muscles work include those used in pull-ups and rows, rear delts, lats, rhomboids, traps, spinal erectors, teres major, biceps. I must admit, the back contraction is better than any other method when doing this setup.
And yeah, technically, that pull-up does hit basically all the back muscles. Would I recommend doing that instead? No, because you still run into the issue of overuse issues and just doing one exercise. Even if you do that type of pull-up, which, if I'm being honest, most of you might not be able to, because it's a pretty advanced pull-up. Even if you are able to somehow, I would still recommend doing like a horizontal row and incorporating your deadlifts. And not to mention, that pull-up technically proves my point on horizontal pulls, because if you look at it, it's a mix of a pull-up and a row. So that's basically telling you that you also need to do rows to create a big and strong back, a more muscular aesthetic back. It literally just mixes the two exercises. So if that doesn't tell you that the rows matter, then I don't know what does. And even though the deadlifts hit more of the lower back, they weirdly hit the upper back in some ways too.
The heavy weighted stretch will give you amazing growth in the upper back, the mid back, the traps. You never see a strong deadlifter that has small traps. Even your lats, they have to work very hard to keep the bar close to you and prevent it from drifting forward. I've gotten sore lats many times from RDLs.
And to vouch for Paulo, the guy you just saw, after doing my sets of Romanian deadlifts, I would wake up the next day with sore mid-traps. I never felt the lats, so I don't know about that, but it could be because I never used straps, so I didn't take my back truly to failure. But the point still stands. You gotta hit your deadlifts as well. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this in the video. Another reason why pull-ups isn't the best idea to grow your back is because your grip will always give out before your back. That's like in any other back exercise, but in pull-ups especially, because no one actually uses straps for pull-ups, which could help solve the problem. And that's why you see Jeff Nippard add straps to his pull-ups. Sure, you don't have to add straps to your pull-ups if you don't want to. I personally won't. But if you want to maximize your back, using straps is a non-negotiable, even if it's on the other back exercises I mentioned a lot in this video. I hope you found this video helpful. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, comment down below your thoughts on this video, and let me know what videos you want to see next. Be sure to check out the videos that are about to pop up in the next screen. I'ma head out. Average Kid, out.
Ain't nobody else, girl. Okay, I wonder what my life will be without you. Scared to try it, but I think I got to. I think I should listen to myself. Bedroom corner gun is